Jones and the New York Giants taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Hey, Lamar, you playing the computer versions or you playing the user?
Game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks,
I play him next week.
This crowd is ready.
You throw my team on the block. I might toss you, Jim. You know what I mean? Right now I got a third phone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Jones on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
They got burnt play. What the hell?
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So they will accept the penalty.
Like the computer. Yeah, it's like my corner. DJ Allen, he just looks terrible out there. He ain't do nothing right.
Jones now throwing on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone's
I know you do that better than
nothing
they should.
but room to run.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Oh, man,
I don't care
this
who you
game
put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this game with his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on first down, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do, defend? And he will take it for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
We're we're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Right at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They run the counter now on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh
you gotta have, you gotta have that. You have to have like a elusive at 90 something.
First and 10. Looking left side, he's got it.
You gotta do like a 95 or some shit.
Before he's brought down.
This nigga DJ Allen cool, man.
Giants have a first down after 7-0 on EA Sports.
Good thing I picked up his goddamn option. I ain't paying you top dollar till you show me something.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Jones looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. So a
How
change
you
of
get,
possession
man,
here on the
they got
punt.
these,
And
they
the
got
Bengals
false
will have
speed,
a
man.
first
They
and
got
10
95
from
speed
deep
in
in their
front,
own
man.
territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
When no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be
Who's going to drop the pass?
surprising move to go for it. Predictably, somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And
He dropped the
possession
pass?
here turns over with the
Man,
football
this
already being in the red zone.
This is it.
So
Ain't
from the
nothing last
17
one.
now,
This
here's a
last
1st and 10.
one. Bullshit.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Huh?
Looking sideline, incomplete.
And to put it
Oh,
mildly,
Madden?
this is a
Yeah,
tough
Madden,
spot
Madden,
defensively.
Madden,
They have
I'm
to
done
come
with
right
Madden,
back
man.
out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step
Yep.
towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
Is she
I think they're
is
also
she
thinking
talking?
bigger
We
right now.
agreeing.
Imagine
We
being able
agree.
to stop
I'm
them
done with this
totally
shit.
and change the momentum.
Now a
Ooh,
second
I
down
feel
throw
this
for
one.
the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A
I wasn't
real
talking to
threat.
you, though.
This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And able to get him
You
down.
just asked me. I was halfway listening. So that means you're halfway snooping.
3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah,
then deep in his own territory.
What? This nigga fumble? Hell no, you gotta count his ass, man.
A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown.
I picked his ass up and said to see too, man.
So they
He's gonna be part of the cut.
Kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns.
He about to be part of the cut, man. Oh, it's overturned, bro. He might be part of the cut. You got my fat black coach in the head, man. Go grab your playbook. You grab your playbook. The
Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Man, you have some giddy about him in a touchdown, man. I'm not that damn giddy yet.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on.
A little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
There you go, Burrow. Throw dropping a dime. There you go, baby.
Touchdown.
Drop a dime in there.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half.
Still can't kick for it. Good shit, bro. He dropped the dime in there.
And take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are...
Oh, about time, GBI.
Picked off right around
there you go, baby.
And he's able to
there you go, G.
To the 36
there you go, baby. You keep playing like that, I might pay you, man.
Let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
You gotta move faster.
Not before he reaches
in there.
the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running.
Get in it,
down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. The
Come on,
Bengals
big
going
bro.
to use
Get
the
in there.
second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one.
Here we go, guys.
Take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've hit halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Giants 10.
Gay now set to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 12. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
To get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. He's able to put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flushed out right. And this is caught.
Oh, this big ass nigga didn't get his feet down.
It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
By O'Shane Zimmerman. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 26-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, hell no.
He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
The backup.
20. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovery and Giants touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
You talking about that joint happening in Fort Worth?
Kickoff now as he'll get it again following that
Yeah, my
fumble
lady
return
told me
for a
that.
score.
They don't know how to drive on ice. It's real
This
cold
will
out
be
here.
fielded inside the
It's
5.
below freezing.
And he'll take it up past the
Yeah, it's below
25 to
freezing
the
out here.
26-yard line.
First and 10.
Yeah, it was like 26 degrees today.
Bengals set
I heard
to
it's supposed to be
take
like 10 or
over.
something.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4-quarter lead. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the